The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. And we welcome you to North Allegheny. It's the OLSH Sports Network's presentation of Chargers softball. It's WPIAL playoffs, and we are in the semifinals. It's the Chargers and the Spartans of Laurel. A pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm OLSH alongside Christian Harbaugh, hopefully soon to be joined by Matt Fargo. He had a little car trouble today, but he's hopefully on his way. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we got a good one in front of us. We already know who the winner of this one will take on and who the loser will take on. So before this was Neshannock and Greensburg Central Catholic. And it was all Neshannock, 15-0 in three-inning affair. And the Chargers and the Laurel Spartans are going to battle to see who is privileged enough to take on the Lancers, Christian.
Yeah, no, it should be an exciting one today. Laurel comes in with a great record. They're out of a great conference, like you just talked about, and noted that Neshannock is in the finals. They won their section this year. So Laurel's going to be no joke. It's going to be a tough game today. Obviously, the pitching on both sides is going to be great. And then Laurel also has some girls in the lineup that have some power and can score some runs. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be one of those high-scoring games today, unfortunately, and it's going to be one of those, you know, who gets the last laugh and the last hit and is able to, you know, play defense late and be able to come up with a W here to send themselves to the WPIAL championship game.
Without a doubt. Either way, both teams are playing again at least one more game, because the loser will play consolation game against Greensburg Central Catholic. But the Spartans come in with a record of 15-2 overall. They're the number 2 seed in 2A. Chargers are the number 6 seed. They come in with a 14-3 record after their great 6-3 victory over Sarah Catholic last week. And I just talked to Coach Quinn, and his girls are pumped up. They're ready to go, and I'm sure the Spartans are as well. They know both these teams know what's at stake today.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Chargers, too, you know, they can smell that championship. They're super excited. They're well-deserved to be here in this semifinal game. They've had a terrific season. And, you know, they just need one more great outing, right, from Justina Giles in the circle and get the defense behind her. And then hopefully Vibral and the bats keep rolling. And you know, in last game we know we had different, you know, people coming to the plate at different times, getting timely hitting, so which is good. You hope that everybody, you know, is ready today, but you know they're going to be excited, ready to go.
Great weather and great day for WPIAL playoff softball game. This is the 2023 WPIAL UPMC Sports Medicine Class 2A Softball Championship. It's presented by the Pittsburgh Pirates. How did the two teams get here? Well, Laurel, number 2 seed, they get a bye the first go-around. They beat Riverside on Thursday by a score of 3-2 in a tightly contested affair to get to this point. The Chargers had to play 2 games. They first beat Shenango right here at North Allegheny by a score of 6-5, and what a contest that was, back and forth. The Chargers ended up winning that one, and then they go on last Thursday out of West Mifflin. You heard it right here on the OLSH Sports Network as well. They beat Sarah Catholic by a score of 6-3. That was that doubleheader where the boys baseball team actually ended up losing, but yeah, the girls, they're moving on. So it comes down to here in the semifinals, the Laurel Spartans, number 2 seed, and the number 6 seed OLSH Chargers doing battle here today. Real quick, we can look at the starting lineups before they have the umpires meeting and all that good stuff. First for the Chargers, being that they are the visitors, it will be leading off and playing in center field, Jules Vibral. Batting second behind the dish, Leanne Walzer. She moved up to that spot last game. It worked well. Coach Quinn says, let's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Batting in the third spot is the third baseman, Morgan O'Brien. The pitcher, Justina Giles, will bat in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is the shortstop, Ali Domachowski. The first baseman, Lily Walmsley, bats sixth. In the seventh spot is the designated player, Grace DiGiacomo. She bats for her sister, Olivia DiGiacomo, out in right field. The left fielder is Ava Chumo. She bats eighth. Batting ninth and playing at second base is Alyssa Mitten. Again, for the Doc Quinn-led team, it is Vibral, Walzer, O'Brien, Giles, Domachowski, Walmsley, DiGiacomo, Chumo, and Minton.
And the one thing about the lineup, like you noted too, Walzer moving up to that second spot. She did great there. They put Alyssa Mitten down in that 9 spot to flip the order, and then Walmsley had a great game moving up into the 5th spot the other day. She's in the 6th spot today.
I'm sorry, I was talking to Doc Quinn.
No, I was just, the last thing I noted was that Walmsley moved up, and she did very well the other day, hitting in the 5th spot. He put her in the 6th spot today, but yeah.
And then you got the veteran. Then you got the veteran in the number 9 spot, Alyssa Mitten. She's been swinging the bat well too. So it's almost like 2 leadoff batters once you get the order going.
Yep.
Let's look at the fielding positions. The defensive setup for the Laurel Spartans, there you see on your screen. Around the outfield from left to right is Hayden Siebert in left. In center field is Georgia Jelliman. And in right field is Eva Kuth. Around the infield at third base is Autumn Boyd. At shortstop is Macy Lang. The second baseman is Grace Zeppelin. And at first base is Addison Deal. Behind the dish is Alexis Brua. And on the circle today is Grace Kissick. Well, we got the time. Let's just we can do the Chargers defense as well. And there you see the Chargers come up. Again, around the outfield for the Chargers, it is Ava Chumo in left, Jules Vibral in center, and Olivia DiGiacomo in right. Around the infield is Morgan O'Brien at third, Ali Domachowski at short. Second baseman is Alyssa Mitten, and at first base is Lily Walmsley. Behind the dish is the freshman Leanne Walzer, and in the circle is Justina Giles. The Chargers batting lineup is, as it comes up, is Jules Vibral will lead things off in center field. Oh, well, we already did that. We want to do the...
Yeah, you want to do...
Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
These guys. There we go.
Yeah, you can dress them up, but you can't take them out, right? So, okay, for the Laurel Spartans, leading off, this is the Frank Dudley-led Laurel Spartans. It's Macy Lang at shortstop leading things off. Batting in the 2 spot is the third baseman, Autumn Boyd. The pitcher, Grace Kissick, is the number 3 hitter. In the cleanup spot is the designated player, Abby Miles. She is playing for the flex player, Alexis Brua, the catcher. Batting in the 5 spot is Grace Zeppelin at second base. Batting 6th is the first baseman, Addison Deal. In left field is Hayden Sievert batting 7th. Batting 8th is Georgia Jelliman in center field. And batting 9th in right field is Eva Kuth. Again, for the Spartans, it's Lang, Boyd, Kissick, Miles, Zeppelin, Deal, Seifert, Jelliman, and Kuth. Here you see the 2 teams meeting behind home plate, getting ready to go on this one. And I don't know, I'm excited for, we got some, not only today's game, but we've got some games coming up. Well, at least one more for the Chargers.
Yeah, you hope it's the WPIAL championship game. So the Chargers today going to be gassed up for this one. I don't know if it's a good thing to be playing behind a team, a game, or if you'd rather be playing first. Either way, it's a nice day. Chargers are going to be geared up, ready to go. guess it's a good thing you got to see a little bit of Neshannock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, you hope that you win and you're able to take those guys on in a championship game.
Yeah, that's a machine. I'll tell you what, that Neshannock Lancer team.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was here for that game, and they're legit. They're all sitting behind us.
And they're sitting behind us. They're going to be watching this whole game for sure, no doubt. They obviously seen Laurel twice this year.
Yeah.
What was do we have their box scores from when they played earlier this year?
By the way, I just got a note from Matt. He is on his way. He's going to be here probably right at 5 o'clock. So depending on when we get started here, he may get here for first pitch. He may not. So let's see. Neshannock and Laurel, first time around, Laurel lost 6-3, and the second time around they lost 10-2. So we'll see how it goes. And Laurel just beat GCC 15-0 in 3 innings. So that tells you the power and the abilities that they have. So we're getting ready to get underway. I think we're going to have national anthems and stuff first. So while we're doing that, we'll step aside. We'll wait for that to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you to North Allegheny Senior High School for today's WPIAL Class 2A softball semifinal.
So, yeah, we're anxious to see if Matt Fargo gets here. Until then, I can do the cover the play-by-play for you.
This semifinal matchup pits the 6th-seeded Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers against the 2nd-seeded
Hey, you know what? While we got a minute.
Now introducing today's starting lineups.
They're going to introduce the starting lineups as we just did. But, hey, I want to send out congratulations to the cast and crew of the OLSH musical Big Fish on their 7 nominations for the 2023 Gene Kelly Awards for Excellent in High School Musical Theater, including Best Musical. Good luck this weekend, as the winners will be announced. And good luck to the runners Max Hamilton and Antonio Latour as they head to the PIA State Championship on Thursday. Let's go, Chargers.
Batting 7th, designated player number 44,
wins all the way around, right?
Yeah.
That's what you love to see. It's been a great year for all Chargers.
Athletics,
sports, even the Gene Kellys.
Yeah.
So it's been great, as it always is.
Assistant coaches for the Chargers are Jack Graff, Sam Giles, Natalie Graff, and Emily Quinn.
So,
head coach for OLSH is David Quinn.
We will we'll step aside, and we'll be back after these messages while they do the national anthem. Don't go away.
Leading off is the shortstop,
we will
number 16,
be right back.
Macy Lang. Batting for the Spartans are Josh Boyd, Ryan Deal, Chris Lombardo, and Steve Zeppelin. Head coach for Laurel is Frank Duddy.
We welcome you back to North Allegheny High School semifinals WPIAL 2A softball. Laurel Spartans and your OLSH Chargers. And the Spartans, the home team today, will take the field. They're decked out in their green tops, white pants. Chargers in their white pants, purple and gold tops. It'll be Jack Graff coaching over at first base, and Doc Quinn down at third for the Chargers.
Want to see the Chargers get off to a great start here with the bats. Hopefully they can get something going early in this game. Get Giles in the defense a little bit of comfort and some runs before she takes the bump.
Yep, we also want to thank Claire Bowles running the camera for us.
How you doing? You good?
I do want to give you a heads up. If you haven't noticed already, we are right next to the PA speaker. So,
yeah, if you haven't heard it yet, you're going to get all the music and sounds today. It might tune me out a little bit. You guys might be happy.
I'll tell you what, I'm still happy to be here rather than in the press box, which is out in left center field.
No, this is the best spot in the house.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than this.
The only thing we cannot see is, because of the dugout, is right down the right field line.
Right.
Right in the corner.
But you'll know if there's a spectacular play because somebody will let you know from the other side.
Fielder, number 1.
Hey, here we go.
Juliet Vibrel.
Jules Vibrel will lead things off against the pitcher, Kissick.
Talk about somebody who's been hot with the bat and in the box these playoffs, her first playoffs.
Grace Kissick is a senior, faces senior Jules Vibrel. Upstairs, ball 1, and we are underway.
First pitch, 5:03.
Little chin music to start the game
Yeah.
here. Back Vibrel off the plate a little bit. Kissick is trying to do.
Up and away, 2-0.
And Kissick has got that weird motion. Hard to pick up her ball, releasing out of her hand.
It does come from behind her, doesn't it?
It does.
Swing and a miss. Jules fist pumps. She knows she had a good chance at that one.
And also, too, I think we haven't seen somebody this playoffs with a lot of pop on the bump either.
There's a strike called, and the count's even now at 2.
Or in the circle, if you want to
circle
call it.
for softball, yeah.
No bump for softball.
Nope.
There's a little bit of lift there, just a tad.
Upstairs, Jules works at full, 3-2. As I said before, the winner of this one goes on to take on the Neshannock Lancers. Far and away, the #1 team in 2A and WPIL. Pop foul, and that one's going to go out of play, be back behind us. We'll keep it right here at 3-2.
We're going to keep track of how many softballs get to the baseball field today, because that's one.
I didn't even pay attention. Did that get up over the fence?
Yeah. Barely, but it did.
Here comes the payoff from Kissick. Swing and a miss. Vibrel goes down. There's one away.
Batting second, catcher, number 7.
That'll bring up the freshman, Leanne Walzer. Walzer had a nice home run in the game that you guys did she not?
Unbelievable. I mean, for somebody at her size and being a freshman, it was a great hit and great timely hit.
She'll pop this one foul and out of play. Strike 1. Yeah, what a great addition to the Charger lineup as a freshman. A lot of good years in front of this young lady.
Yeah, she's been tremendous behind the dish all year. And to see her getting better in the box as of late is great.
One strike pitch from Kissick. That one misses the zone all the way back to the backstop, 1-1. Inside, 2-1 to Walzer.
That one just missed on the inside corner there. I actually thought she was going to get the call.
Strike called, 2-2. Pops this one back. And that one didn't make the field. We stay at 2-2.
The one thing so far here, too, is a lot of long counts. Vibral taking it full. Walls are here, 2-2, fouling a couple off. They're making Kissick work, that's for sure.
Winner of this game takes on the Lancers. As I said, the loser will take on the Centurions from Greensburg Central Catholic for the consolation, for the chance to go onward to the state part of the tournament. Inside, another full count by Kissick. This time it's the Walser.
Chargers being patient in the box so far. And Kissick's working all angles here. She's been inside a little bit, downstairs. She goes a couple high and away, a couple low and away.
Inside, Walser works a walk. And the first base runner of the game goes to the freshman catcher. Brings up third baseman, Morgan O'Brien.
Third baseman, number 3, Morgan O'Brien.
See if Walser stays there at first base or if she tries to push it and get aggressive on the base pads for Coach Quinn. Check swing, called strike.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see her take off at some point here, but I'm sure they're not going to try to be too aggressive early with O'Brien and Giles coming to the dish.
Right. And only one out. Pops that one foul. 0-2 quickly to O'Brien.
And O'Brien's been having some really good at-bats throughout this playoffs as well. Couple extra base hits to her credit. And she's been so steady in that 3-hole all year. She always produces good timely hitting player.
Here's the 2-strike pitch. She'll pop this one foul and out of play. We'll do it again.
Man, they're going to have a fun time chasing all these foul balls today. That's already like 7 that have been out of play and three at-bats.
Yeah. Time called is photographer up. The gate was open over by the dugout. This situation has been corrected. There's one. Past the third baseman into left field. It's a base hit for Morgan. Ball gets away. Walser thought about going to third base and decided to stay put. Runners on first and second for the Chargers and 1 out.
Batting fourth.
And there you go.
Number 10.
You don't
Justina
chance it and
Giles.
steal. And O'Brien just steady as all ever. 2-strike approach. Gets one center cut and rips it right past the third baseman down there.
Pass Boyd into left field. Brings up the pitcher, Justina Giles. Swing and a miss by Justina, strike 1.
But the one thing for the Chargers, they're seeing Kissick is throwing harder than they've seen in a while, so they have to load up early here, be ready, shorten up a little bit. Can't have those long swings.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And Giles an opportunity here to a single would score 1.
Giles chokes up just a bit with 2 strikes. Shorten that swing, as you said, Christian. Fouled it back to the screen, count holds.
She's throwing some great pitches too. They're going to be in the zone. You got to be ready to turn on one.
Strike 3 call right at the knees. 2 away, both by strikeouts. 1 looking, 1 swinging, and there's 2 away.
Batting fifth.
Justina Giles
Shortstop,
says, I didn't
number
like that
14,
one. That wasn't mine, but I better get that call on the other side.
Chelsky.
Was close enough, so you got to protect, but low and inside.
2 on, 2 outs. Brings up Allie Domachowski, the shortstop. Strike called.
And that's the other thing we haven't seen a lot of either this year. Somebody who works the inside middle of the plate a lot. And Kissick in this first inning, a ton of strikes have been on that inside corner.
Hey, strike, there's one on the outside corner.
Yeah, shorten up now. Try to at least put it in play. Give yourself an opportunity here. Don't want to leave runners in scoring position.
Last 3 batters now. There's foul away to the left side. Last 3 batters have been 0-2 to Kissick. So Morgan O'Brien on the 0-2 lined it into left field for a hit, but way upstairs.
What a snag back there. Because if that gets past, you at least get 2 in scoring position.
Right.
And Allie was just out in front of that last one, so she's got a read on it now.
Here's the 1-2 from Kissick. She'll line this one right at the third baseman, Boyd, and she'll snag it before it gets to left field. That will end the inning. Chargers get 2 on and can't convert.
For OLSH, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2
We go
left.
to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here from North Allegheny.
Hey, guys.
Welcome. Our third member of the Three Stooges joins us here at, I want to say in the booth, but we're at the table. Glad you could make it. I hope your car's okay.
Oh boy, guys, it's been a very interesting 7 days for me.
Why is it always something with you in the car? I've been a part of those.
Glasses. Oh man, yeah, you were. That's right.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Something with you in the car too.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not even going there. No. Here's that 10-foot pole, guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be here, and it's good to see the Chargers back in the semifinals. Second time in school history, back-to-back seasons. Chargers are in the semifinals, trying to advance to the school's first ever WPIAL championship.
Justina Giles.
And a rematch of last year's WPIAL consolation game. These two teams went at it to see who was 3 and who was 4. Last year they took 4 teams in the state tournament. This year just taken 3. And the Spartans got the best of the Chargers 6-0 in that game.
And this is another good Spartan team, Matt. I mean, make no mistake about it. They're in the same section with Neshannock, and we saw what Neshannock, we were talking about before you got here, which Neshannock beat them twice. And but Laurel gives them a battle. So, I mean, this is a good Laurel team. Because that Neshannock team is like, they're the real deal.
Number 16.
Macy Lang, the shortstop, leads things off for the Spartans. Lang, Boyd, Kissick, Miles, Zeppelin, Deal, Seifert, Jellyman, and Kuth. The lineup again for the Spartans as left-handed batting Macy Lang into the batter's box and facing senior Justina Giles back in the circle here at North Allegheny. Bunt is down, fielded by Walzer. Throw on to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Covering all the way for the Chargers was second baseman Alyssa Minton.
Batting second.
1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 11, Autumn.
And why not for Lang? I mean, lefty. See if the Chargers are on their toes. Great play there by Minton.
Yeah, the one issue with that bunt is didn't get that far out in front of the plate. Gave Leanne a chance to bounce on that one.
Right, exactly.
Here's Autumn Boyd. She'll take the first pitch she sees and foul it out of play.
And the thing about Walzer back there, too, is she's super active. She's mobile. She can come out of the crouch fast enough to make some plays out in front of the dish.
Laurel just 2 losses on their ledger this season, and both came to the Neshannock Lancers, who sit behind us watching
who their next opponent.
Yeah, after their 15-0 win. Strike
that was
the first, and now the second pitch, a ball outside.
That was an impressive win. I was here setting up, watching that game.
1-1 pitch is taken into left field. Lined there by Boyd. A one-out single will bring up pitcher Grace Kissick.
Who
do you think they're talking about wanting to play
Kissick.
behind us? You think they want to see Laurel for a third time, or?
You know what they say about 3 times? It's tough to win 3 times
Exactly.
in a season. So
It absolutely is. I'm sure they would like to see the Chargers too and give them a little bit of a different opponent.
I would love for the Chargers to have the opportunity to play at Cal U.
Absolutely.
Well, excuse me, Penn West, California.
Ball upstairs to Grace Kissick. Kind of ironic, the Chargers lost in the semifinals to Frazier 10-2, and then Frazier would go on to lose to Neshannock in the finals. And that kind of can be set up again here with Neshannock awaiting again in the championship. What else is new? That one misses 2-0 to Grace Kissick.
And Justina Giles starting out here in the circle. Couple change-ups to start the game. She's trying to stick with them because they've been working the last couple games.
2-0 pitch. This one's well struck, foul, and out of play. Down the left field line. Yeah, and unlike, I mean, this is a good opportunity for Neshannock, obviously, to get a scouting of Giles or, of course, a third time of Kissick. They probably know by now what she does, but between the Chargers and the Spartans, you don't get as much from a scouting perspective as you do, per se, in football or basketball. This one's grounded foul, and the count moves to 2-2 as Giles battles back to even things up.
Right, that's why you want to sit here and watch this game, because you get a better feel when you're in person. Obviously, like you said, it's tough, but then again, they can click on the YouTube page and they can listen to us and watch a game if they want.
Right.
Almost like being there.
2-2 pitch from Giles to Kissick. Battle of pitchers here. Called strike 3. So Giles returns the favor. Kissick struck her out in the top of the first inning.
Designated player
now
number 57.
Giles
Abby
striking out Kissick.
Miles.
What a great off-speed pitch by Giles there, catching that outside corner and just froze Kissick.
Abby Miles, the DP, into the right-handed batter's box with 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Giles sets, deals, and a ground foul down the third baseline.
Sad news today, I heard this morning. Tina Turner passing away at 83 for all you Tina Turner fans.
No ball, 1 strike pitch. And runner takes off for second. She's going to be slided in there with a stolen base. Autumn Boyd. Yeah, and the Chargers are going to keep trying to do that Tina Turner hit. Keep rolling.
Keep on rolling, yeah. Proud Mary.
1-1 pitch from Giles to Miles. Fouled back.
Thankfully, otherwise, Autumn Boyd would be standing at third base.
Yeah, again, Giles throwing that changeup on the outside corner there.
Yeah, Miles was way out. She just got literally the end of the bat on the ball. Where's your coffee today, Christian? No coffee today.
Christian not fueled by Duncan
not
today.
fueled today.
Oh, he got a root beer over here, though.
Yeah, it's a little different.
2-2 to Miles.
I had to make sure I was on time.
And I was late, so
yeah.
What else is there? Yeah. 2-2 pitch with 2 away and a runner on first. Breaking pitch. Fouled down that third baseline. Took something off of that.
Coach Frank Duddy kicked that one aside over to Morgan O'Brien to keep it in play. Keep the ball in play, I should say.
See if Giles goes with a high fastball here.
Rise pitch, yeah.
2-2 pitch. Went high in the zone, but it kicked off the middle. Walzer has no throw, and everybody is safe. And Miles a little bit gimpy there at first base. Wasn't really paying attention initially, and then took off down the first base line. A strikeout will be recorded, but not the out.
Yeah,
Fifth,
Miles didn't go right away. I don't think she knew that
Grace
Walzer dropped the ball.
Zeppelin.
But you know, with the way the base paths are in softball, it's so short that it would have been a tough one to throw from the fence here. And then if you do that, you risk not covering the plate and giving up a run.
So here's Grace Zeppelin with runners at the corners, grounded to third. Throw on to first, and the Chargers still get the out as the Chargers able to get out of it with the Morgan O'Brien throw over to first base to Walmsley.
No errors and
5-3 in your program.
No score through 1.
And, you know, I was about to say, guys, you know, you could get out of the inning there, you know, if Walzer's able to. That was a tough pitch to hang on well out of the zone. But Chargers one pitch later, they get the out and get out of the first inning with no runs. Give it up. We go to the second.
Yeah, it was a great play by O'Brien down there at third, too.
Hey, congratulations to all of the OLSH academic, athletic, and service-oriented students who were recognized and honored at Monday night's Honors Convocation. A special congratulations to the 2023 valedictorian. How about OLSH Baseball's James Safner and valedictorian Abby Wirtz. Blessed Angela Award winner is Aiden Donnelly. And the top scholar athletes, Victoria Smeagol and Noah Wheeler. Congratulations to all. I saw a picture of James in his baseball uniform with head coach Phil McCarron, also in his baseball uniform with robe over top.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And as we go to the top of inning number 2, here's Lily Walmsley. First pitch she sees, skies it to center field. Center fielder Jellyman ranges over and makes the catch. One away, one pitch, one out here in the second.
Batting seventh,
good to see Walmsley get a good swing on that ball, though. It's a good piece.
Yeah, she hit that on the screws, but right at center fielder Jellyman.
She's been hitting the ball better as of late, so that's good to see.
Grace DiGiacomo bats next and takes inside for ball 1. Feel like Grace is due to have a big game. Swings through that one, 1-1.
Yeah, I believe we touched on that last game too. She's just, you know,
she's on the verge.
She's been there. She's been in a box and keeps fouling off some good pitches and seeing some good pitches, having great at bats. She's due.
1-1 pitch misses inside and low, 2-1.
And we talked about the other day how she has some power too behind her. So if she gets into one and the way Kissick is throwing.
2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. The count evens to 2-2 to Grace DiGiacomo with one away here on the top of inning number 2. Spartans and Chargers. 2-2 pitch called, strike 3. Third K of the day for Kissick.
Eighth, left fielder number 21. Ava
Here's Ava Chumo, left fielder for the Chargers. First pitch to Chumo. Leaves that one go for ball 1.
Nope.
Oh, called strike. Very long delayed there.
Yeah, softball's notorious for.
That was extra long.
Yeah, he waited a long time. There, he called strike.
0-2.
Yeah, because when you said that it was a ball, I was like, wait, that was a ball? It looked like it was right down the middle, but I thought we got away with one.
No ball, 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and 3 pitches. And also 3 up, 3 down for Kissick. The
nobody left.
6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Chargers go down in order.
Kissick got in rhythm there. That was quick.
And that's what you don't want her to get into that rhythm.
Right.
Once she does, she's deadly.
Yeah, you can tell she's got a lot of pop to her and great rhythm. She's good placement of the ball right now. Chargers going to have to be patient at the dish and try to at least put the ball in play, see if they can make something happen.
Chargers are coming off their most successful season in program history, making it here to the semifinals back-to-back seasons. Last year, I mentioned that 10-2 loss against Frazier in the semifinals, and then lost to Laurel in the consolation game, and then advanced to their first ever state playoff game against the Neshannock Lancers, a 6-0 loss at the hands of the Lancers. But I know the Chargers would love to make more history, and it's on the table for them to get into the finals.
Yep, I believe you and I called that Lancer game.
Yes, we did. This first pitch swinging and well struck and gone. It's a home run for Addison Deal.
Solo home run, number 18, Addison Deal.
And the Spartans take an early 1-0 lead.
That was well struck to right center field. There's nobody going to catch that one.
No, you could just tell that thing was going out as soon as it left the bat.
Batting seventh.
I meant to ask what the dimensions are here. I forgot before the game. The fence.
Left fielder Hayden Seifert will bat next after the home run by Addison Deal. Gives the Spartans the first run of the ball game. Upstairs for ball one, and man, it has a similar feel than 2 games ago when
that
Giles gave up the home run. This one's well struck to left field, and that ball is gone. Back-to-back home runs. Hayden Seifert.
This time, number 10, Hayden Seifert.
2 loud runs have given the Spartans a 2-0 lead, nobody out. 6 and 7 hitters for the Spartans. Doing it the quick way.
Yeah, just putting the ball out of the yard and giving them a couple runs here. Giles is just going to have to calm down, just shake it off. Nothing she can do about it. Threw 2 good pitches, and they just got around on both of them.
Yep, sometimes you just got to tip your hat, guys. And
yeah.
Those are ones you just got to tip your hat and say, well done.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, as soon as that ball was off the bat, Al, you said, uh-oh.
Yeah, I think both of them had that feel. We knew both of them were leaving the yard as soon as they were hit off the bat. But
hey, that one actually reached the bleachers out there in left field.
Those are a couple pokes, that's for sure.
Center fielder Georgia Jellyman bats next. Trying to keep her in the yard here. That's one way to do it. Rolls up ball one.
Yeah, he had to throw something that wasn't in the zone because they were just going to sit on another one. Laurel being super aggressive. First pitch swinging.
1-0 pitch. Grounded foul down the third baseline, but still well struck there by the center fielder.
Is it just me, or is it this field? I mean, I noticed in the first game, it's like every time the ball hit the bat, it sounded like like there's a microphone on it.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just like
maybe the girls are
here,
just, I don't know. The girls are getting pieces on it, too.
Well, I mean, even the first game, both teams, I mean, they hit little pop-ups, and it would sound like they were hitting home runs.
1-1 pitch bounces up, blocked by Walzer.
No, I agree with you, too. I've noticed that a little bit. Maybe that's because we don't call too many games sitting right behind the dish here, but
2-1 to Jellyman. Out of the zone, 3-1.
And for Giles here now, she can't be worried about that.
No.
She's just got to shake it off. I mean, it is what it is. They hit 2 home runs, and luckily nobody's on base, so it doesn't hurt you that bad. I mean, it's 2 runs, but you can make those up. We've been in these situations.
Rounded into right field for a single. Throw on to first, it won't be in time. And maybe a little bit of miscommunication there between Minton and Walmsley on potentially getting to that ball, but I don't know that they would have had a play.
Yeah, that was far enough into the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I think Walmsley has to go get that, but I think she's in fear of that. Nobody's going to cover the bag,
right,
but she probably could have still knocked it down.
Made it close.
I mean, if Giles tries to hustle to the bag, you might have a play.
First pitch swinging for Eva Kuth, the 9-hitter in this Laurel Spartan lineup, the right fielder.
Yeah, back to your point, Christian, about the 2 runs for Justina Giles. The old adage is if you want to win, you have to score anyway. So
absolutely,
you know,
And they've been in these positions. They've came back from a couple runs down, and it's early in the game.
Runner
still.
takes off, throw by Walmsley, not in time, and Jellyman safe with a stolen base at second.
We haven't seen too many teams steal on Walser back there either. That changeup just didn't get to her fast enough so she can throw it down to second.
Plus that was inside, and she had to turn her whole body to set the throw.
1-1 pitch to Guth. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Chargers trying to get the first out here this second inning. That saw Addison Deal and Hayden Seifert go deep. Grounded weakly up the middle. Throw to first. Got her in time. Minton, high throw, but Walmsley was able to handle it. One away here in the second.
Good job by Minton. Nice backhand. Stepped into her throw.
Shortstop, Macy Lang.
Macy Lang, shortstop for the Spartans. 0 for 1 today. Attempted to bunt and in a position here with runner on third as Jellyman did move up to third on that ground ball up the middle. Got another run out there. She'll swing through her first, though, and 0-1 is the count.
Got to watch for the slap here, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she's just going to be trying to put it in play anywhere here because anywhere on the ground in the right side of the infield should get the run home.
Yeah, they're playing back on the right side.
0-1 pitch. Misses.
Now she slaps it down to shortstop or third base. Maybe you have a chance if you catch it cleanly and Walser's ready for it.
Yep, the left side is playing in.
Yeah, Allie's playing about in front of the bag, and O'Brien's
way in front.
Even.
Well, even or in front, yeah.
It's hard for me to see here with the umpire, but looks like she's even at the bag.
Showing bunt offered. Throw to third and diving back as Jellyman to third base. She's safe. The count goes to 1-2.
And you know, you don't see that very often, so O'Brien has to sprint in because she's showing bunt, but Allie just wasn't at third. But if somebody's at third, you get her easily if O'Brien doesn't charge.
She was going over. O'Brien cut that ball off, and
yeah. Strikeout would be a big one here. Instead, Lang fouls this one out of play.
Yeah, and for the Chargers, you want to get out of this inning without giving up another run.
Well, that'd be the ultimate right now, yeah.
Right. So you want to strike out here or at least a big play in the field.
But again, I would be willing. It's early enough in the game. Sacrifice a run, get that out.
Foul
for sure.
Out of play, especially with the heart of the lineup coming up here for Laurel. You don't want more base runners on.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you're definitely playing to get an out here, and that's why you see the right side is playing normal depth here. The only play that you're going to go home is on the left side or back to the Giles.
1-2. Popped up, stays in play, ranging over, making the catch is O'Brien for the second out.
Now that will work.
That's huge.
That's a big-time play over there by O'Brien.
Otto
And a great pitch by Giles to get her out in front and off the end of the bat.
Autumn Boyd, 1 for 1 today with a single. Boyd can strike the softball, too. I mean, she's one of the best.
Well, she lined one into left field for her first hit.
First pitch right down the middle for a called strike. Boyd was taking a peek there. Runner on third, 2 away. 0-1 pitch, fouled off, and Giles gets ahead quickly, 0-2. Trying to dispose of the third baseman for the Spartans.
You see that Giles is trying to work Boyd down and away, too. She's, got some height here to her, so if you can either pitch her low and away and make her stretch out for it or even, inside underneath the hands.
No ball, 2-strike pitch. Fly ball well struck to left field, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run. The third home run by the Spartans in the second, and it's Autumn Boyd to give the Spartans a 4-0 lead.
And the one thing you couldn't do there on an 0-2 pitch if you're Giles is put that ball right down the middle. I mean, that was the only place, and I didn't get a chance to get it out before she threw the ball, but I was going to say you got to waste one here. You can't put it anywhere
Now
in her
batting the
wheelhouse.
pitcher,
But Autumn Boyd
Kissick.
put one out. You didn't get it put out, but
Yeah.
Autumn Boyd put one out.
Yeah, she did.
Man, no pun intended. But, yeah.
Here's Grace Kissick 0 for 1 today with a strikeout.
The last place you wanted to place that ball.
There's a called strike.
I just got to go back to the drawing board here, get it out and get the bats rolling.
You're going to need to because Spartans came to swing them today.
Yeah, they did.
3 home runs in this inning. Addison Deal, Aiden Seifert, and Autumn Boyd.
3 home runs and a single, accounting for their 4 runs.
1 and 2 on Grace Kissick, who went down on strikes her first plate appearance.
And you know what? I'm looking at the score sheet, and the balls to strike ratio is like huge. I don't know what the percentage is, but way more strikes than balls for Justina Giles. So they know it's coming in.
Once it fishes for that one, right back to Giles. Giles tossing over to Walmsley at first to end the inning, but damage done, and done by the long ball. 3 home runs by the Spartans in the second inning have them
They score
a 4-run lead. They lead at 4-0 at the end of 2 here on the OLSH Sports Network. Chargers and Spartans and WPIAL playoff softball continues.
Just going to have to chip away now. Got to find a way to get the bats rolling here, and I'm sure that's what Coach Doc Quinn is talking to the dugout right now. Hey, no time to hang our heads. It's still early in the game. It's okay. They had a couple home runs. It wasn't like we made bad plays in the field or errors. Right. We didn't walk anybody. They just hit the ball. And they put it out. What are you going to do? Now it's our turn to go up and hit the ball as well and get some runs.
To better understand personal finances. So
It'll be 9-1-2 for the Chargers here in the third.
Young adult lives. Learn more at www.fnb-online.com.
Don't know when the next game will be.
/learn. First National Bank, member FDIC.
The championship is either going to be the 31st or the 1st.
Leading off and batting ninth in the
They
lineup.
don't even know when that one's going to be.
Sacred Heart.
We know
is
where
the
it's going to
second
be.
baseman, number 2.
And I'm not sure where the
Alyssa
consolation game will be
Minton.
either, because it's usually not at the same field. It's
No,
usually at a high
it
school
wouldn't
somewhere.
be. Yeah, right. Swinging through the first pitch is Alyssa Minton. Lead things off here with the top half of inning number 3. Minton, I've actually liked this part of the lineup, Al, with Minton being at the bottom. 0-1. Essentially gives you another leadoff batter.
Right. That's what Christian and I were talking about right before you got here was, Alyssa moving down there. It's like once the lineup gets rolling, it's like 2 leadoff batters in a row.
Yep.
So
She's in the hole 0-2. Kissick is feeling it right now. Leaves that one out of the zone. She struck out the last 2, and she's retired the last 5.
Yeah, she's definitely in rhythm here. You got to be patient, find a way to put it in play here.
She chases that one up in the attic for the first out of the third.
Center fielder,
Third strikeout in a row.
Juliet Vibrel.
Here's Jules Vibrel. 0 for 1 today with the strikeout.
Kissick struck out 4 of the last 6 she's faced.
Yeah, she's definitely dealing now.
Called a strike to Vibrel, and Vibrel takes a long walk out of the batter's box.
Yeah, it was good frame job back there.
And the umpire has a word with her. I'm not sure if Jules asked where that was or.
Illegal pitch. Maybe Jules was asking about that.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It wasn't illegal.
It was an illegal pitch. It's a ball. Yeah.
Yep.
Now
swings
it's
through that. Yep.
Okay, made my score sheet right again.
I know you care about the neatness
I
over
do.
there.
I hope he brought the white out.
I got my different color. I do have white out.
Up in the zone, 2-1. Jules thought about that one, so that's the other thing. Chargers are getting bright-eyed with that rise ball up in the zone. 2-1 pitch. That one just misses 3-1.
Well, yeah, that's what's getting the Chargers so far. These couple at-bats that they've had, they're swinging at the rise ball, and it's appealing to them. It's coming in right where they want it, and then they're swinging over top of it.
3-1 pitch laced into left center field, and Vibral aboard with a one-out single.
Second hit for the Chargers.
Catcher, Leanne Walzer.
And that's what the Chargers need. They don't need it all back in one swing. You just got to put the ball in play, find some gaps here, get a couple singles, maybe add in an extra base hit. You'll score a couple runs.
Leanne had a great at-bat in the first inning, worked the walk.
First pitch is inside for ball one, and little cat and mouse game with Brua and Vibral down at first base. 1-0 now to Walzer.
You know Vibral has some speed. She's going to probably be aggressive here sooner or later.
2-0, and the cat and mouse game continues with Brua and Vibral down at first base. 2-0, and when do you say Walzer has her second home run of the
oh, that'd be sweet.
postseason?
Yeah, that's a good time for one.
2-0, fouls it straight back.
Well, the one thing with the way Kissick's throwing is you can hit one out of the yard. She's got some pop to it, so if you put the bat on the ball where it's supposed to be, it will go for a little bit of a ride, and hopefully we can hit a home run as well.
Walzer hit that go-ahead homer last round. She'll swing through that one, and count goes to 2-2.
That's that same riser pitch, guys.
Yeah, it's getting the Chargers right now. They seem to be wanting to sit on the fastball, and then she throws the rise ball. They're swinging over top of it.
2-2 pitch. Low in the zone, and the count full. Good decision there to slow things down and go downstairs, change the eye level.
And one thing, too, about Kissick, though, she's been in rhythm, but mostly these other pitches aren't in the zone. The Chargers helping her out a little bit.
3-2. Ball four. Second walk of the day for the freshman. 2 aboard for the Chargers, and just like that, the three-hitter of the Charger lineup comes to the plate.
Third baseman, Morgan
With 2 aboard.
O'Brien.
Morgan O'Brien.
Solid single her first time.
Yeah, this would be a good time for O'Brien to find an extra base hit.
You know, like you said, Christian, you don't need to get it all back, but getting 1 or 2 in this inning would be huge.
Yeah.
Just for your momentum, for your psyche.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And keep you feeling good and feel like you're still in the game, and even though you still are down 4. But
1-0. Popped up foul out of play.
Yeah, in the back of your head as a player, you score 1 or 2 here and you go, okay, we know we can get her.
Right. Now we put it in play. We've got a couple runs.
Yeah.
We've threatened a little bit. Now we're feeling good about ourselves. Now you just come in, you calm down.
1-1. Popped up and again out of play. The count 2-1 or 1-2 to O'Brien.
This was how the last at bat was. Foul a couple off for her, and then finally she gets one where she wants it. Sends it out to left field on the ground.
1-2 pitch. Popped up, shallow. We're just over the fringe of the second base bag, or the second base position rather, and Zeppelin makes the catch for the second out here of the third.
And O'Brien just
The pitcher,
missed that.
Justina
If
Giles.
she times that up just a little bit and she's a little bit more in front of it, I bet you she takes that one off the fence somewhere.
Justina Giles, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Love to put one out there. Strike 1 called to Giles.
She's seen four pitches, all strikes, so.
A 1. Swings through that 0-2.
And Giles is overdue here, too. She's been taking some healthy hacks, but hasn't been able to get going.
Pitch up in the zone. Giles this time lays off of it. That's what caught her the last time. And be careful. 1-2 pitch. She struck out looking the last time. Popped up. It's going to stay in. It is. And it's foul.
Wow.
Can't handle it. Was Brewer.
Yeah, that's that tough play for a catcher. It's right behind her, and that backspin, she was under it, and it spun back toward the field, and it eluded her. So
straight up the elevator shaft, straight up.
Yeah, it's a really tough play.
It is.
I mean, and it's high up there, so it's tough. And a little bit of sun still.
That high
hard
sky.
to see.
Yep.
1-2 pitch to Giles. Back upstairs, 2-2, count evens. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch coming from Kissick to Justina Giles.
And it's early in the game, but this is still a big spot here. And a big pitch and at bat.
2-2. No holds. Appeal. No, says the umpire. I agree.
I agree.
3-2 pitch coming. On deck is Ali Domachowski.
So now you can get the runners going here.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Load him up for Ali Domachowski. And the tying run to the plate for the Chargers here in the 3rd.
That'll send Frank Duddy out to the circle to talk to his infield for Laurel. Coach Quinn calls his runners over. Well, all but one. Justina says, I'm staying at first base.
And the Chargers
She'll talk to Jack.
They're battling here at the plate and draw 2 walks. And last time Allie was up, she hit a foul ball that was down the line. She struck it pretty well. She was out in front. So you know she's...
Oh, she ended up lining out to Boyd at third base.
Yeah, right. That was a heck of a hit, too.
She hit that one on the screws, too. That was a good play by Boyd to keep it
Shortstop,
from getting
Ali
to the outfield.
Domachowski.
That's all you can hope for. You can just hope for some good, solid contact. And
right, and that's why you see Coach Duddy go out there and try to talk to his infield and pitcher right now, try to calm him down. They only need an out.
First pitch, Kissick to Domachowski. Called a strike.
And I'm sure they were talking, hey, listen, you know, if you're going to pitch to Allie here, you got to work her low and outside.
0-1. Inside called a strike. 0-2.
Quick work there, but I know she don't want to give her anything up in a zone that Allie can, you know, tie this game at one swing.
Kissick, the 0-2 pitch. Way upstairs, good pitch. And it made Domachowski think about it. She was able to lay off.
Yeah, it's hard to lay off those rise balls after you see 2 strikes go past at the knees.
right.
Because you're looking for something up.
Fly ball, well struck, back to... Oh, it's just a long strike.
Wow.
It's a foul ball.
By about a foot,
That
guys.
thing was gone. It would have been a tie ball game.
By a foot.
I mean, that's unbelievable. This isn't missed by much. That thing was way out there. It had the distance.
That was
just a
one,
tad
like
foul.
I said, 1 foot from a grand salami.
You can hit 3, but we can hit 1, and it all mount the same.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been great, but I just want Ali to get something in the outfield grass.
Yes, yeah.
No, I say hit one out again. Come on. Well, we're not even going to mess around. Just tie this game up.
Well, I would go for that, too. Yeah.
I think Doc was trying to say that it curved
Around
over.
the top. No,
Well, it was close. I mean, that's a tough judgment call there. Well, can we go to the replay? Did we catch it on replay?
Another 1-2 pitch coming to Domachowski. Kicks away. It's going to score a run.
Oh, it hit her.
It hit her.
Oh, it hit her.
Yes, it did.
All right, well, that's one way to get the run in. Chargers are on the board. It's 4-1.
First baseman, Lily Walmsley.
And Walmsley, she has had some great at-bats lately. Wouldn't this be a great time to find an extra base hit here?
And she skied one out to center fielder last at bat.
Yeah, she was on it.
You know, and if you're Laurel, you're like, well, the fact that that one was foul, we'll give up a run. Like, you know, if you're thinking about what could have been.
Yeah,
First pitch called a strike.
That just would have changed the whole game. You would have a brand new ball game.
Oh, my goodness.
On one swing of a bat after 2 walks. And so for them, they're kind of sigh of relief.
0-2, just like that. Walmsley gets in the hole just like Tom Bachowski did.
And they're just looking for their one pitch. And it's okay to be patient, but a lot of them are playing from behind here.
0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2.
Because you can tell the Chargers are trying to be more patient at the plate, try to pick their spots.
I like her bat. I don't know. You guys are looking at the game. I'm liking her bat.
1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2.
I think I've commented on that bat a couple times this year, so now I try to stay away from it. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, it is sweet.
Looks like a paint splotch.
Yeah, it looks like the pixels.
Yep. 2-2. Called strike 3. And Walmsley goes down on strikes. The Chargers leave them loaded, but they do get one back. So after 2.5, Laurel 4, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 1. But, man, you just got to think what could have been if that would have been just a little bit straighter. And the Chargers tied things up. But they do get one back, and we go to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, we talked about how important it was to get on the board, and they got on the board. Now they know that they can get to Kissick, so they just have to elaborate on that in the next couple innings.
And I think it's also about patience, right,
Yeah.
Christian? It's about being patient because, I mean, she's been throwing – she's almost kind of doing the opposite of what Giles has been doing to this point, which is she's throwing a lot out of the zone, and Giles has been throwing a lot in the zone.
Right.
And that's why we are where we are.
Yeah, that's the difference so far. Giles throwing strikes, and Laurel's just got some good swings on it and got a couple home runs to get those 4 runs. But like you said, the Chargers are being super patient, almost too patient. And that last at bat for Walmsley, it's like, you know, it's great patience, but you're going to have to take your bat off the shoulders and at least give yourself a shot to put it in play with 2 strikes, you know what I mean? But I like the patience by the Chargers. They worked a couple walks that inning. You find your way to get a run. You got some, you know, guys on base and threatened a little bit. So now it's just about chipping away, keeping it here, though. You have to keep it to 4-run and 4-1 right here, and only 3-run deficit.
Abby Miles will lead things off to start the bottom of inning number 3. Miles struck out, but reached base on the drop third strike. See if Giles can have a quick inning here. Get that mentality she had after giving up the home run last round. There's a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, you guys touched on it. I think she needs to be effectively wild here in this inning because Laurel knows they're just waiting for that groove pitch down the middle.
That one's well struck to right field, back to the fence, and at the fence, Giacomo makes the catch. And a sigh of relief from the fans wearing purple and gold as she was a few feet away from putting out Laurel's 4th home run of the day.
Yeah, it didn't even look like she swung on that one.
No, it didn't, and Giles threw a off-speed pitch there, and she was even out in front of it and still almost put it out. That just goes to show how much power Laurel has.
Grace Zeppelin to the plate, 0 for 1 today. Outside, ball 1.
I've decided this umpire, when it's a ball, he turns away from the pitcher.
Okay.
If it's a strike, he just stands there for a minute.
Picking up tendencies from the boys in blue.
Yeah.
1-0. Calling a strike.
See, he kept facing her.
Why does he keep his hand open when he calls a strike? So it's like a
'Cause he makes
lever,
a fist
it
when he
goes
puts
up.
Yeah.
And then he he leaves it open, watch.
1-1 pitch. Rolled that one.
Is that one a strike? Nope.
No, he turned away.
Yep.
I got to figure it out.
I like it.
2-1 pitch from Justina Giles. On the outside corner, called a strike, 2-2.
Oh, yeah, he puts it up like open and then he closes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for a long time, I'm sure. So
I think we've had him before for another game.
That one changed up on her, and she pops it straight up right to Giles. Giles didn't even leave the circle. 2 away here in the third.
First baseman,
and there you go again,
Addison
out in
Deal.
front of the changeup. And you get it to spin weird off the bat. Stays in the infield. Giles makes a play.
So here we go. We're entering the homer zone.
And we talk about it all the time, though. Giles gets better as the game goes on. And here you see her. She looks more comfortable now.
Change up for the first is ball 1 to Addison Deal. Homered. Now alluded to the back-to-back home runs last inning. Deal started it. 1-0. Bounces that one up for ball 2.
You can see Giles is trying to stay away here and not throw the fastball either. That's 2 changeups low and away so far. I want to make sure Deal can't lift anything in the air and send another one out here.
2-0 pitch. And then they go fastball up in the zone. It's 3-0.
And she just got to work back here because you don't want to put anybody on base either.
White out.
3-0. Called a strike. 3-1.
Got to work back here. Live right there. That fastball on the outside corner isn't bad either. Something where she can't get extended. You can't just lift it in the air.
I don't know if Jules Vibral can go back any further.
She'll poke this one foul. Out of play. And Giles has battled it back to run it full. 3-0 to 3-2.
We've seen that a lot this year too, Al, where the defense is always playing real deep out there in the outfield.
Look at her. She's
Well, they all got some speed, so they can come in on the ball. It's
right.
know, going back on the ball
That's
is
good,
what makes it harder.
Good point. No doubles, kind of thing.
Right.
3-2 pitch. Ball 4. 3 passes issued by Giles to Deal.
Left fielder, Hayden Seifert.
Here's Hayden Seifert. You might have heard public address announcer Brandon Rossai over there. He's everywhere. He is everywhere.
He did the game before the baseball game over at Mayview. And he did a great job. He was by himself. I just had to compliment him when he was tearing down because I had to set up right after him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's like you, man. He's everywhere. He's calling 7 games at once
Don't
from
insult
one spot.
him like that. 1-0 pitch.
Misses.
Does a great job. Got an opportunity to do the Pirates last year. Does Duquesne, bunch of Duquesne games.
Mm-hmm.
Great to see. Shared the duties with WPIAL basketball championships with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He really is.
One of the good ones. 2-0 pitch. 3-0. Seifert. You know what she did last inning? She homered.
Yes. And I think Justina's just got that in the back of her head. Don't give her anything good. And she's not been missing by much. She's just right around the edges.
And there she is again, 3-1. And deja vu in back-to-back at-bats. 3-0, now 3-1. Now, if the trend continues, this ball's going to be foul to make it full count. We'll see what happens. 3-1.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go. Well, hopefully this isn't the trend here where you walk her now.
Right, yeah, no, the trend needs to end with an out.
Got to get it out here. Break the trend.
Wow. I watch Twilight Zone every night on MeTV, and here it is right here.
3-2 pitch. Popped up out of play.
Right back over our heads. We're just to the left side of the home plate, behind home plate, but the camera angle is a little bit more to, if you're looking where the camera is, we're a little bit to the right. Just a little bit in front.
Ground ball gets into center field. And Vibral will gun it to third, and they don't have her. Safe as the call. Home plate umpire went out to third to make the call, and Deal is sliding in safely at third base.
Wow.
Center fielder, Georgia Jellyman.
Moves up to second.
Yeah, on the throw.
Seifert found some grass there. Vibral comes up shooting to third, and it was a rocket. O'Brien caught it, put the tag on, but must have just got underneath her tag because I thought the ball beat her.
Yeah, I thought it did too. That was a great slide if she got in there.
Ground ball weakly hit to Giles at the circle. She'll throw to first and Walmsley to retire the inning. So Spartans do get 2 on,
Laurel
courtesy
scores no
of the
runs
free
on a hit,
pass.
no errors,
but
2 left. We go to the
The
fourth
Chargers
inning.
able
Your
to
score.
hold off the Spartans for any
Laurel
more. We go to
4,
the fourth.
Our Lady of the Sacred Heart
And
1.
OLSH coming back to the plate, trailing 4-1.
That was good to get out of that inning, too, because
The Trip Live High
you don't
School
want to
Sports
give up
Network
any
brings
more
the
runs
excitement of
here.
Western PA high school sports
Good
to
job
you.
by
Visit
Giles to get a weekly hit ground ball back to her.
High school sports news. Live and archived
Now you got to find a way here to keep chipping away at Kissick and get some more runs.
Find all this and more online at tribhssn.triplive.com.
This game's giving me the feel of the other day when they played Sarah Catholic. It was just kind of that slow, you know, they kind of hanging around, and then you just have that one big inning. So hopefully we, either this inning or next inning, we get a big inning here.
Leading off for the Chargers, designated player,
Grace to
Giacomo.
Giacomo. Leads things off here in the top half of inning number 4. Lancers are headed out of here. They've seen enough. Will they be playing their section foes, or do the Chargers have a comeback in them in the final 4 frames? Called a strike to Grace. One ball, no strike pitch. Fouled straight back by DiGiacomo. Doc Quinn is burning the grass over there in the third base coach's box, pacing back and forth. Swing it through. Strike 2, strike 3.
Strike 3. 2 strikeouts now for Grace.
And 1 away here in the 4th. Chumo to the plate, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. This was the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Chargers all went down via the K, and one way or the other. Chumo, hit her, pulled her back, and she's aboard. So she breaks that cycle real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, any way you can find a way on. And for Chumo, trying to square the bunt to try to see if they can break this up a little bit and get a runner on. And she was, luckily she pulled the bat back and got hit. Get her on base. See if Mitten can flip this order here.
Mitten didn't look down the third baseline for a sign. And now
she wants to swing away, but
yeah. Coach was not happy. Called a strike.
Looks like she was taken all the way there.
Ball inside to count 1-1. And Brua very concerned with the runner Ava Chumo down at first place once again. She's been playing a game with whoever's been out down there.
And that seemed to be the strategy there too. Show bunt, have all the defensive shifts, and see if Chumo can.
Bunt is out of play. 1-2 to Alyssa Minton with Jules Vibro on deck. One-two pitch. Ball out of the zone, 2-2.
She squares again. I really think she's just trying to bluff a little bit, but that last one she actually offered at. Got to go with 2 strikes here.
2-2. Bunt is down this time to third, and beautifully executed sacrifice there. Boyd tossing to Deal for the out.
The batter is number 1, Juliet Vibral.
And that just goes to show how Doc knows that another run is going to be very helpful here and get her in scoring position for Vibral.
And the trust factor that Doc Quinn has for Alyssa Minton to be bunting with 2 strikes like that.
Right.
Yeah, she's definitely one of your veterans. You can do stuff like that.
Vibral takes a hearty swing at that one, 0-1.
And Vibral just got to get going here. She's seen some good pitches. Now she got to get a hold of one.
Singled and scored the Charger only run thus far.
0-1. Bounces. Runners are going to move up.
1 runner.
Oh, yeah, runner.
Well, that helps too. Now a pass ball can give you a run.
Try to cut this deficit in half. Skied that one up. It ball's carrying. Center fielder finally finds that one. That was an adventure for Jellyman out there at Central. And that ball kept carrying. I think she was right along the warning track to make that catch.
Runs,
Just inside on the warning track if there was one here. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
There
a thought that might be going out. It didn't look like it or sound like it off the bat, but then it just kept carrying and carrying.
So, go to the bottom of the 4th. Chargers still trail it 4-1. Good piece on it there by Jules, but it's not enough.
Leading off for the Spartans,
Seeing
right fielder Eva
assistant
Kuth.
coach Natalie Graff giving final instructions to Leanne Walzer.
You got to love that. I mean, you're in the playoffs and you're still coaching, you know, technique and, that's great stuff. And their Graff is a great reason that Leanne is where she's at right now as a freshman.
There's no question about it. There's no question about it. And we lead things off here at the bottom of the 4th inning with the 9-hitter Eva Kuth, who's 0 for 1, grounded out her first plate appearance. 0-1, taken to left field and caught. Ranging over there is Chumo for the out.
And Chumo just playing that perfectly. Just playing the line over there.
16,
Yeah, I didn't know if she was going to make it over there, to be honest with you, and she made that look easy.
Yeah, just inside the line. It was a fair ball. Just caught it as she was crossing the line.
Macy Lang, top of the order for Spartans. First pitch swinging for Lang. Center field!
What a play.
Vibral, a diving catch in Central. full extension for Joels.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That was ESPN highlights right there.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
She laid out for that one, and we talked about them playing deep out there, and that ball was hooking off the bat and dying and sinking right down to the ground. And here comes Vibral with that speed and laying out. Superman-like catch, and that'll get you pumped up and fired up.
Yeah, circle that one.
Autumn Boyd, first pitch rolled up there by Giles Boyd today. 2 for 2, single and a home run.
2 RBIs.
And if you need something to jumpstart your momentum, if you're the Chargers, you got a big-time defensive play here.
1-0. Swings through that one, 1-1.
See if Justina can put him down 1-2-3 for the first time tonight.
Broadcast jinx.
No. I think it's going to happen. She had a couple opportunities already today, but I think this is the one.
Bounces that one up for 2-1.
But no, I mean, that's big time for Vibral and this Chargers team. And hopefully you can take that into the dugout and give you something to be fired up about to go chip away and make a comeback at this.
Ooh. Got to go back to 2018. Spartans won their first ever softball championship. Kind of surprises me with the history of how successful the Newcastle softball programs are, but first championship for the Spartans back in 18. And 3-1 pitch popped up, shallow left field, and coming over to make out correct is Ava Chumo.
The Spartans get no runs on no hits, no errors.
3 up, 3 down in the fourth.
Good call, Al.
Laurel 4.
You're welcome.
Well, you saying that it was going to jinx it made it jinx you.
There you go.
So it's actually, technically, there
So
was
it
an
worked out.
announcer's jinx.
Right.
That was an anti-jinx jinx.
Right.
I was just playing the game. I knew it was going to happen.
There you go.
If I didn't say anything, it was going to jinx us. So that'll jinx me. Just hopefully my car starts on the way out of here.
Man, I'm leading a ride, by the way, buddy. That brings back memories.
I'm knocking on wood, guys.
The WPIAL is on social media.
Oh, goodness, that's good stuff.
Twitter, Facebook, and
All right,
Instagram
let's win this game now. Come on.
WPIAL7.
Get the dugout jumping in there. They got to be loud. Get the bats going. Fifth inning was the inning last game against Sarah Catholic.
It was. I went home and I watched that game, guys. That was a great game you guys called, and great game the girls played.
Leanne Walzer.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it started with Walzer hitting a home run.
Yeah, we just need her to get on base. She's done it twice already, 2 walks.
This one, first pitch swinging, well struck to left, but right at Seaford in left, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th.
And changed it up this time.
3,
Walzer was
Morgan
super patient the first
O'Brien.
2 times up at the plate. And that time, first pitch swinging, had a great read on it, just right to her.
Good swing on it, yeah. Just hit one of those atom balls. Up over our heads.
You know, we were talking about how OLSH made the state playoffs for the first time in school history last year. Laurel's made the state playoffs every year since 2017, obviously not counting the COVID year in 2020, but made the state playoffs every year since.
Well, is there something in the water in Newcastle?
It's unbelievable. This one's popped up, second base. Zeppelin makes the catch, 2 away.
Number 10, Justina Giles.
They won 3 straight WPIAL championships dating back prior to last year. Last year, of course, fell short of the semifinals to Neshannock, who won.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. Swinging through that is Giles with 2 away.
Yeah, it's amazing how these schools up in that area are just like softball dominant. I mean, what is it? I mean,
and it just seems as recently they've even stretched it further. You know, the baseball teams have been successful.
Basketball teams
have been successful. I mean, Neshannock Cheer won back-to-back state championships the last 2 years.
That Neshannock School District, though. I mean,
Oh,
that's
my
a
goodness.
phenomenal school district, yeah. I mean, great facilities, and it's growing.
It's a 2-1 pitch to Giles. Ooh, fouls that one off the paraphernalia. Brewer. That'll wake you up.
You know, I was going to make a comment. You know, I'm a big stirrup guy with the uniforms. I was going to say, oh, man, all the Laurel Spartans have stirrups. Those are one socks.
Yeah.
They cheated, so.
It's a Little League socks?
There's their Little League socks. Yeah, they cheated. I take it back.
2-2 pitch. Popped up again. This time it's going to get out of play.
Those are one pieces. You know, sanitary socks underneath the stirrups. So.
Realized that photographer that caused the delay earlier in the game due to the fence was none other than Anthony Hansen.
Right.
I have to tell on him.
He was trying to get a good angle.
2-2 pitch.
He's over on this dugout this time.
Called strike 3. Second time Giles.
Caught looking.
All set down in order.
And that wasn't the inning that we were looking for there.
No.
Another Star Wars.
WPIAL softball
the innings
championships
we're
are
looking
presented
for.
by
Move
UPMC
along.
Sports Medicine, building better athletes. UPMC Health Plan. It's proud to support WPIAL
Well, these
athletes.
trees are
The
shedding on us,
High
are they
School
not?
Sports Network,
I
the
just
official
disposed of a
audio-video
tick
streaming network
Oh,
of
that
the
ended up on my
WPIAL
score sheet. So
and
Yeah, that's
Dunkin'.
why
I put it
keep-
in Christian's hair.
Nah.
WPIAL.
That's why I keep sneezing, guys.
WPIAL runs
this-
on
Well, a
Dunkin'.
tick.
No, all this stuff falling all over the place.
I'm gonna have to go home and put my Donnie's front line on.
yeah, right.
Leading off
Right,
for
it goes
Laurel,
right here in the back of
number
your neck.
23,
That way you
Grace
can't lick it.
Kissick.
Grace Kissick leads things off here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Kissick is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout rounded out to Giles, her last plate appearance. Bounces the first pitch up there. Does Giles 1-0.
Now you need a quick inning on defense if you're the Chargers.
Starting to run out of time here.
Yep. But you're still in striking distance here. 3 runs isn't unheard of for the Chargers.
Right back to Domachowski at shortstop.
Little humpback liner out there.
It's
Number
going to have to start with
57,
base
Abby
runners.
Miles.
Abby Miles 0 for 2 today. It's kind of interesting. It's 3-4-5 for Laurel. Doesn't have a hit.
Until now.
Wow, on cue, the announcer jinx there. Base hit for Miles. My goodness.
Number 5, Grace Zeppelin.
A nice hit to left field. First pitch.
Grace Zeppelin to the plate with 1 away. 0 for 2 today.
Laurel's trying to find the fastball because Giles keeps getting him out with the changeup. So that time sitting on that first pitch fastball.
This one lifted deep
That's
to
trouble.
left and gone. The 4th home run by the Spartans today. It's a 2-run homer
Number 5
by Grace Zeppelin.
Grace Zeppelin.
And it is 6-1 Spartans.
And unfortunately today, That's been a difference. The long ball.
Yep.
2 2-run homers and 2 solo shots.
The batter
makes
will
up
be
the
number
difference
18,
here.
Addison Deal.
Speaking of home run, Addison Deal already has one. So the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Spartans all have home runs today. She pops this one up. It's going to stay right for Walzer, who drops it. It's fair, and she's safe at first.
That
Tough
has
play.
to be Giles's ball. I mean, there's no question there. There has to be Giles's ball.
Number 10, Hayden.
Yeah, that can't happen.
No, I mean, especially not right now.
I mean, Giles or O'Brien need to call.
yeah, they
the
got to
hand
call
off on that one.
Walzer off. She
Yeah.
can't make that catch. It's too hard of a play for her.
They were both there, so.
Seifert, home run today, grounds this into left, seeing eye single. 2 aboard with still 1 out here in the 5th.
Number 32, Georgia Jellyman.
Bunt is shown and offered at, missed by Jellyman. Jellyman singled and grounded out, 1 for 2 today. That hits her.
I thought she turned her shoulder.
I
into that
kind of
one.
did. I agree with you, Al. Actually, I was.
She saw that breaking pitch coming in, just kind of like leaned her shoulder in.
Yeah, she definitely leaned into that, and then she tried to sell it a little
Number
bit there
20,
and
Eva
act
Kluth.
like it hurt.
Bases now loaded for the Spartans for Eva Kuth, the 9-hitter. 0 for 2 today.
Now you just got to knock it down if you're the infield and get it out here.
1-0.
You know, you can't give up any more runs.
No.
So, in all likelihood, try to throw it home here. Try to go home the first on a double play if you can.
Yeah, they're in all around the infield right now.
1-0 pitch. Misses. Down to the zone, 2-0. Giles takes one foul. Here does Kuth come back and have a 2-1 count. That was well struck down the right field line.
Yeah, right now she needs 2 big-time pitches here. Try to get a strikeout.
2-1. Weekly hit over the shortstop's head will score 1. Station to station, it's an RBI single for Eva Kuth. And they get production out of the 9 spot to make it 7-1.
Number 16, shortstop, Macy
Lang.
And Kuth just getting a piece of it, and with the infield in, just drops right into the outfield and left center.
It's the top of the order in the 8th Spartan to come to the plate this inning. One ball, no strike pitch. Fly ball out to center field. Vibril will make the catch and chuck this one to third. It's a RBI sac fly for Macy Lang. It's 8-1 Spartans as Seifert
Number
comes
11,
in to score.
third baseman, Autumn Boyd.
I'm surprised Vibral goes to third there.
No, she wasn't going to get the runner at the plate. That's a good throw there to keep the runners at first and second. I agree with that throw.
I mean, you're down 7-1 though. You need to try to at least make an attempt at it.
I mean, she throws at the plate. They score a run. They got runners in second and third.
I know, but it's still 2 outs.
All right. Yeah. Your point. Yeah, good point.
So, I mean, at this point, you need to stop the runs and get out of the inning.
So runners at first and second, and now 2-0 to Autumn Boyd, who has a home run to her credit. 4 out of the 9 Spartans have a home run today. Boyd hit a 2-run shot back in the second inning. Fouls this one off. She flew out to deep left. Her last at bat. It's 2-1. Spartans have dispersed 4 runs in the second and now 4 runs here in the fifth. Give them the 8. 2-1 pitch with 2 outs and 2 on. Well upstairs in the zone. 3-1, an easy take for Boyd with Grace Kissick waiting on deck. She started off this inning. Three-one pitch. Popped up. Over to grab it is Minton, and she'll make the catch on the edge of the grass in the outfield to stop the damage from being any more. 4 more coming to score in the fifth. And we go to the 6th with the Laurel Spartans leading the Chargers 8-1 here on the OLSH Sports Network.
For Laurel, 4 runs scored on 4 hits. No errors, 2 left. 5 innings complete. Your score, Laurel 8, OLSH 1.
Now you need base runners, a lot of them.
The second annual WPIAL UPMC
Hey, students entering
James
grades K
Collins
through 12 are
Scholarship Fund
invited to
golf outing
explore
will
a
be held
variety
on
of summer
Monday, June
camps at
19th
Our Lady of the
Cedar
Sacred
Brook
Heart
Golf
High School.
Course in Belle Verde.
Check out their
The
offerings
James
and
Collins
view
Scholarship Fund was
camp
created to
descriptions
award
at
scholarships
olsh.org
annually to student athletes in schools
pages
and school districts in
summer
PIAA
camp.
District 7.
And if you're interested in supporting our OLSH Chargers, visit olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities, including a Pittsburgh Pirate ticket offer benefiting our boys' baseball team.
Under the Events tab. Leading off is number 14, Ali Domachowski.
So Ali Domachowski leads things off here. The top of inning number 6. Chargers get 2 more chances at this one and trail by 7. And I think it hit a fan. This foul ball hit a fan, and
Oh, yeah. Everybody's looking over there.
I believe that's the OLSH side of things, I think.
Well, there's really
Not really an OLSH side?
no.
Are there bleachers on the other side of that, Duggan? I don't know if
No.
I've ever been over there.
No.
Just behind us. And
Just, yeah, behind us down the left field line and out there in left field. I hope she's okay. He or she.
yeah, we can't really make out who.
Yeah, I hope so too. Tough to tell here. And that ball was struck hard off of Allie's bat.
That's one of the reasons when you're at a ball game, you got to pay attention.
Yeah, you
Gotta
gotta
pay
be
attention.
aware.
And you know, you get to be at all these, especially parents and family members and stuff. You're at these all the time, so certainly your attention goes elsewhere at times. And obviously, don't want to see this.
No.
And
Don't want to see it on the field, and especially in the stands.
no, and clearly severe enough where the umpires have
Stop the game.
still delaying things. even Walmsley is right up against the fence. She was on deck. Oh, man. I'm getting word that the person injured is a elderly lady that's like in her 80s. So obviously there's cause for concern there.
Yeah, they said that it seems okay, but they want to make sure. Well, we talked about it before. The winner of this one will go on to play Neshannock, a well-oiled machine with a bunch of D1 players on their roster.
Trying to go back-to-back.
Yeah, and the loser will play Greensburg Central Catholic. Both of those games, date and place and time to be determined, because the two losers of GCC and the loser of this game need to play to see who goes on to the PIAA tournament, because they're only taking 3 from classification 2A.
How kind of bizarre could that end up being if the Chargers ended up playing Greensburg Central Catholic? That would mean that both baseball and softball would play 2 teams in the playoffs.
For an elimination game.
Well, no, 2 teams, the same school. They both played Sarah Catholic, and then they would both play Greensburg Central Catholic.
Right.
How about that?
Oh, yeah, softball and baseball. Right. I see what you're saying.
Sean Hollup, who is the assistant principal at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart High School, is also the game manager here at North Allegheny. He is on the softball committee. He is the guy that the umpires, if you will, report to. He hands them their check, so they listen to him.
He's the one that came by and gave us the information.
Yep. Appreciate that, Sean. And Sean was, before coming to OLSH, was an athletic director at Geibel Catholic High School, and so he's familiar with all the ongoings, and obviously stayed a committee member even when he took the assistant principal job here at OLSH.
Talk about baseball and softball, and all you Pitt fans. I was watching Pitt baseball team in the ACC tournament today, taking down Notre Dame 9-5. That was an exciting game. Lots of long balls. You talk long balls here. Pitt was hitting it out of the yard today, so that was an exciting game to watch too. So they're moving on. Well, that's still pool play.
They got to chip away there.
Yeah.
Try to
get
into the big dance, but that's good.
Hey, they squeezed into the ACC. They're the last team to make it in the ACC, so you got to take advantage of your opportunities, and they did that against the number 8 seed Irish.
Wanted to throw out a couple happy birthdays. Happy birthday to James Safner today, and the baby, Braden Wentling, both have birthdays today.
The baby.
And also happy birthday to Nick Lucchini.
That's right.
I forgot. The assistant basketball coach for the Chargers, also his birthday today. So happy birthday all the way around. Lots of Charger birthdays today.
Man, what a good month to have a birthday.
Says the birthday boy.
Here we go. Your week's over.
It's always my week, dude. What
it's your month. About? It's your birthday month,
That's right.
It's your birthday year.
That's right.
Yeah. What is it? What jersey would you give? 31, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, 23 is your Kobe year, right?
Yeah, 31. Shane Battier.
Okay, your Battier.
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. Your Hill
Next year, it's Christian Leitner, 32.
I would say you're Franco.
Or Franco.
Let's say you're Franco.
Yeah, Franco.
Franco. Got to go with Franco.
We'll give it to Franco, I guess.
It's my Franco year coming up, so.
That's right. Yeah. A couple months older than me.
I don't think they make jersey numbers high enough for Al.
Poor Al. He's talking about a lineman
there's
number
a lineman somewhere.
Yeah. or
You get
at least you're not in wide receiver numbers yet.
I just wrote down my age coming up here in October. So.
Oh, man. Well, but at heart, Al, younger than the both of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
My classmates and I, we keep a lot of us keep in touch via Facebook and all that good stuff, texting and stuff. And somebody started a big chain to the group that said, it's an odd feeling when you see somebody and say, boy, that's an old person, and realize you were classmates. And I replied, I says, but do we feel old?
Yeah. Well, you certainly keep yourself busy.
I try.
And whether it be on the mic or
he's still golfing 3 times a week.
Twice. I skipped today because of this. They were at Pine Lakes out in Hubbard, Ohio. So.
Cutting in your time playing today.
Yeah. Next week we're at Reserve Run, so on Wednesday. So.
Well, you'll have a lot of time coming up here, huh?
Yeah. Wednesday and Thursday, that's my golf days. So.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to Beaver Creek Meadows over in, where's that? By Rogers, Ohio. We're getting a hand over there. They must be moving and
that's good to see.
Doing okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I see Sister Francine over there.
Shout out to Sister.
Yeah, shout out to Sister. I walked over with her today, so we got a nice long conversation in before this one.
You over in the parking lot by the stadium?
Yep.
Oh, good. You can help me carry the stuff. That's where I'm at today.
I need a ride, guys.
Yeah, Fargo needs a lift home. Somebody's got to take him home.
How'd you get here? With the car?
Biked.
The Old Sports Network
Uber
helicopter. It's on somebody's tab. It's not mine, though.
Here we go.
Tom Machowski, yeah, we're back to play.
1 strike count.
Thoughts and prayers with the person that was injured. 0-1. Popped up to center. Center fielder with a jumping catch to make things a little interesting at Jellyman.
Number 12, Lily Walmsley.
Two away. Or 1 away, I beg your pardon. That's Tom Machowski out.
Yeah, 1 away.
Yeah, you can't give them more outs. We need those. Keep them in a bag right now.
I was getting yelled at by Mario Williams. It's Mario's birthday today,
okay.
not James. I was fed wrong information. Ball bounces off the catcher's mitt and brew it 2-0. I can only say what I'm told.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. 2-0. So happy birthday, Mario.
Yeah.
2-1. I asked James, I said, when's your birthday? He said, October 9th. I said, no. Mark it in your calendar. As Walmsley goes down on strikes.
Number 44, Grace DiGiacomo.
Grace DiGiacomo. Nope. It's going to be.
I was going to say.
Julia Pinter.
Or
freshman.
not.
No, or not. Nope. No, I was only. That's why I thought it was only
two strikes.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was 2 and 2. I was like, wait a minute, is my book? Did I miss a pitch?
I was thinking
the same thrown off too. I was like, wow, we really digressed there.
Now it's full
3
count.
and 2. Yeah.
Well, I thought she was gonna like walk around and come back to the other side.
All right, can we get the white out
she
again?
went into the dugout. What's going on here?
Get my white out again.
3-2's popped out of play.
You heard it clang on the bleachers right next to us.
Yeah, the fans are a little bit worried about it. Three-two pitch to Walmsley. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I should have just left it.
Yeah. 2 away here in the 6th, and now here is Julia Pinter. Freshman with an opportunity.
9th strikeout.
Pinch
for
hitting
Kissick.
for Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, number 42, Julia Pinter.
Julia, a freshman.
I opened the birthday can of worms. I'm never going to do this again, guys. It's also Jules Viral's birthday.
Okay.
There's a lot of birthdays going on here.
This is awesome. What a day. Remember that, May 24th.
Swinging strike there for Pinter. That ball got away inside. Pinter's first plate appearance today. 1-1, swings through that. One-two pitch from Kissick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her on the high heater.
Man, that rise ball has been getting everybody all day. Kissick has had a great day in the circle.
She certainly has.
Retired 8 in a row.
Man, the Chargers only have 2 hits.
There are many benefits to becoming an official for interscholastic athletics. You're making a difference in
so we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Laurel will try to add on what they already have, 8-1. A Charger deficit here. Chargers trying to hold off any more, but tall order with 1 inning left with the bats. But I will say, for whatever reason, guys, these semifinal games, it's not the indefinite of, certainly you want to make it to the championship game and all of those things, but knowing you still have another game to play, there's a little bit different emotion behind it.
Kissick.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get to the
state playoffs
championship at WPIAL.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's more games to play if they can. Even if they lose this one, they win the next one, then they're on to the states. So.
Right. 0-1. Grace Kissick.
Yeah, she led off last inning with that humpback liner to Allie Domachowski over at short, and then the floodgates opened.
Yeah, 4 runs scored last inning. This one's a ground ball. Diving stop by Domachowski on the first base. That's a highlight reel play. Beautifully done by Allie Domachowski.
No doubt about it. Well, she dove over towards second base. And the inclination is to rush and get up quickly and throw in a hurry. She got up calmly and then threw the ball over on a line over to Walmsley at first for the out. What a great play by Allie.
Yeah, she definitely took her time over there. That was a Heck of a play by Allie. Great diving stop and great first out.
Here's Abby Miles. Miles is 1 for 3 today. Takes the first pitch just over the glove of Minton for a base hit. 1 out base knock.
Oh, this is just how last inning started.
Yeah.
First batter gets an out, and then
Number
single.
5, second baseman, Grace Zeppelin.
Grace Zeppelin hit a home run, a 2-run home run. Four home runs for the Spartans. This is grounded at third. O'Brien will throw, and this one's offline. And that's going to move up Miles to third. Zeppelin
Number
is safe
18,
at first.
First baseman, Addison Deal.
I don't know what happened there with O'Brien getting the ball over. Maybe just a little bit rushed.
Yeah, I don't know. Rushed in the sun a little bit. I don't know.
It was a low throw.
It was very low throw, and Walmsley couldn't scoop it, but I'm not too sure. You don't see too many of those from
Now running
O'Brien.
at first base for Laurel, number 3, Ivy
Pancher is running at first base for the Spartans.
So Pancher, the pinch runner for Zeppelin. Freshman for the senior. And this is another, oh no, she's a junior. Deal.
First pitch swinging, lifts it to right field. Back is to Giacomo, and it's the 5th one. It's another home run, the second of the day for Addison Deal.
18, Addison Deal.
And that's
And
going
your
to
final
end the game.
score is Laurel 11. Our leading
11 to 1,
Sacred
the
Heart,
final score in
one.
6 innings. 3-run walk-off home run for Addison Deal to invoke the mercy roll and move the Spartans to the WPIAL championship to face off against their section rivals, the Neshannock Lancers. The Chargers will head to the consolation game to take on Greensburg Central Catholic. Those sites and times to be determined, but it will be Spartans and Lancers for a third time. And it was the Lancers in winning in both of those games. If you're curious, Lancers won the first game 6-3 and the second game 10-2. So the Spartans have their work cut out for them. And now the Chargers will turn the page.
Spartans are going to Cal U.
GCC, and a chance to get into the state tournament for the second time in school history and in as many years.
Yeah, and for the Chargers, they just, unfortunately wasn't our day with the bats, and the home runs were the difference. Laurel putting 6 home runs on the board, and it makes for a tough one today, but the Chargers got to regroup here, and they have an opportunity and a chance to keep their season alive in the state playoffs after this consolation game. So got to be ready to go, and hopefully you can pull one off and pull a win against Greensburg Central, but nothing for the Chargers to hang their heads. It just wasn't their day at the plate, and unfortunately Laurel just brought the bats today, and a ton of home runs, and that was the difference.
Yeah, I had the lines for the game was Chargers 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 on base, and their 1 run
Laurel, 11
was earned.
runs, 12 hits, no errors.
11
6
for
left.
Laurel. It's 11 runs,
For our
12
Lady of
hits,
Sacred
no
Heart,
errors,
1 run,
6
2
left
hits,
on base,
1
and
error,
11
6
earned
left.
runs. So
Time in the ball game,
you
1
got to just
hour,
tip your hat to Laurel.
45
They
minutes.
had it going on, and
Winning
Kissick
pitcher
pitched a
is
heck of a
Grace
game, a 2-hitter.
Kissick.
Yeah, I mean, They did it on both sides. They did it in the field. They made the catches they needed to. And it will be the Chargers just having to retool things. They had their big offensive output in the last round. You know, if they don't run into that fifth inning, they're not in this game.
Right.
But they ended up having that output last game, and now they have an opportunity to get in the state playoffs. And, but what a performance offensively. I don't know that I've ever seen a softball game with 5 home runs.
Yeah, I mean, that was just super impressive by Laurel, and it seemed to be like everybody who came to the dish was going to be able to put the ball in play and even threaten to hit a home run, and you see 5 home runs, and of course that was the difference. And we're going to go back to Allie's long foul ball that could have been a grand slam, that could have tied the game, that might have made a difference. I mean, you never know. Now you're playing a game where it's 4-4, you know, in the 3rd inning, and things could have been different. But nonetheless, tip your cap to Kissick in the circle for Laurel today, and Laurel for doing as good as they did with the bats, and that was the difference today.
Yeah, they talk about so many different sports where it's a game of inches. It was 1 foot, literally 1 foot down the left field line that really could have changed the course of this game. You're right, Christian, because she got all of that one, just pulled it 1 foot too far to the left. That's all.
Yeah, and I really think because, you know, any sport's a game of momentums and a little bit of runs, even though it's not a basketball game. But, you know, if you hit that out and it's 4-4, stuff's different, but nothing you could do.
No. Well, we got Doc's coming by the booth here, but we just, you know, the girls got to keep their heads up. They got to keep their heads in the game because they got another big one coming up against GCC.
Yeah, you got to have short memory.
Yeah,
got to have a short memory. There's no doubt. This game no longer matters. You're in. You have an opportunity to get in the state tournament, and you got to have a short memory. You cannot allow the way that this game played out to do it. And the Chargers have been good about that. You know, the loss to Charlotte, I didn't know how they were going to enter the postseason. You know, we were sitting here in that first round game, and that game could have gone either way with Shenango, but the Chargers were able to overcome adversity. They're capable of beating any team, but they're also capable of losing to any team, and that's kind of where they are. And, you know, we don't know when, but we don't know where, but we know who, and we know it's going to happen, and we'll have it for you when and where it is.
Yeah, it really, truly has been a team of, you know, I'm a member of Roller Coaster Association, you know, ACE, American Coaster Enthusiasts, and it really has been a roller coaster ride. I feel like I'm at Kennywood every time I come and watch them because you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. But they're fun to watch, and they're, as you said, Matt, they are capable of winning against anybody, and they're capable of losing against anybody. It's just like who shows up that day.
Yeah, and the one thing, too, we seen it with the girls' basketball team, you know. You lose in the quarters, and then you make it all the way to state semifinals. So anything could happen. It's just going out and performing that day, and hopefully it goes your way. So for the Chargers, just got to regroup here, get back to some practice, hopefully get a 1 or 2 day rest here and a little bit of practice, and then you can get after it again in that consolation game.
Well, I'm glad I'm not calling this next game. Look at Pine Richland's uniforms. You never know who it is between the hair and the dark numbers on the dark jerseys.
Yeah. And the baseball or the birthday onslaught continued. Nate Schmid, happy birthday, Schmitty.
Everybody's birthday on the baseball
today.
Team too.
Now I'm starting to think that they're fooling me. I don't even know.
I think they are.
I'm
Is it Jamie's birthday?
Well, I'm gonna,
no, it's not because he's a couple days after me.
Well, I'm going to go on record and wish my mom a happy birthday up in heaven. So tomorrow is her birthday.
Tomorrow is her birthday. How about that? Oh, my goodness. Well, happy birthday in heaven.
She would have been 100.
Wow, that's right.
That's unbelievable.
Well,
all right.
We'll be back. Chargers and Centurions. Sight and time. Keep it locked to the OLSH Athletics website, olshathletics.org. We'll have all the information for you there on when and where and how you can attend or how you can watch. And until then, for OLSH and Christian Harbaugh and all of us here at the OLSH Sports Network, Matt Fargo saying this has been a presentation of Lady Chargers softball. Final score again, 11-1, as Laurel defeats your Chargers in the WPIAL semifinals. Good night, everybody, from North Allegheny. We'll talk to you next time right here on the OLSH Sports Network.